Hey everybody, we had such a great response from yesterday, I decided to do a day two, and maybe we'll make this an everyday thing. You know, some of you are fighting battles right now, and you think the attack is about your future, but it's not. The enemy always attacks identity before destiny. That's why when Jesus came up out of the water at his baptism, the Father spoke from heaven and said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." And immediately after that, the devil shows up in the wilderness and says, "If thou be the Son of God." Did you catch that? He attacked what God had already said. And some of you are hearing the exact same voice right now. If you were really called, if God was really with you, if you were really forgiven, if you were really anointed, the enemy has not changed his strategy, because if he can confuse your identity, he can weaken your confidence. And if he weakens your confidence, he can silence your voice. But hear me carefully today. Your identity is not built on how you feel. It's built on what God has already said. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel weak. Some days you feel full of faith. And some days you feel like you're barely hanging on. But feelings are weather. Identity is foundation. The prodigal son lost his money, lost his direction, lost his dignity, but he never stopped being a son. And there's someone watching right now. You've been living beneath your identity. You've allowed failure to rename you. You've allowed pain to define you. You've allowed disappointment to convince that you are less than what God has called you to be. But I came on here tonight to remind you, you are still a child of God. You are still chosen. You're still called, still marked by heaven, still carrying purpose, still carrying oil, still carrying fire. The enemy attacked your mind because he's terrified of what happens when you finally believe who God says you are. Because when a believer knows their identity, hell gets nervous. You stop begging like an orphan and start walking like a child of God. You stop hiding in fear and start speaking with authority. Stop living in defeat and start standing in victory. The Bible says, "Let the redeemed of the Lord say so," not think.